So, there will be war back home.
There will be a conflict with our autonomous region. 6 months maybe before they force us to stop the fighting. Then in that time, people like you will make a lot of money, kill a lot of peasant trash, enjoy their wives and daughters.
And when they force us to stop?
Then I will become prime minister, a man of peace and reconstruction. And all the international aid will flow into all the right places.
The Russians?
One must always watch the Russians. They also want our gas. But they will be pragmatic in the end. Especially now we have friends in the European Union.
This man is a Central Asian Hitler in the making. Be a bloody horrible mess. Paramilitaries, looting, raping. There'll be massacres on both sides. I underestimated him, and I made the wrong call on Bibi Saparova.
We still have the problem of needing their gas.
Then we take him out.
We take out the Tazbek Visiting Trade and Industry Secretary.
You want to go back to Plan A and let him kill the girl?
I always prefer not to play off the back foot, you know that.
He's the fly in the ointment. He's the one stalling the negotiations in order to obtain the maximum advantage for his war. The Tazbeks would have signed 48 hours ago without Yurazov in the way. We still have a chance of getting our gas supplies and stopping the carnage he wants to unleash.
It can't be seen to be us. Not by the Tazbeks and not by our own government.
The Tazbek delegation have already refused our protection, right?
That's true. Thumper specifically told me that they could deal with the Russians.
Well, if we obviously had nothing to do with it, why would they blame us?
It's very risky.
No, it's brilliant. You'd have to explain that there'd be consequences, though, if it's to be done properly.
You know what I'm thinking, then?
I have a fairly good idea, yes.
There would be a trial afterwards.
There would have to be, I'm afraid. And prison, maybe 10 years.
You already knew what my answer would be.
She agreed?
She'll take the punishment to kill the man that did that to her sister.
She has a great motive for killing him, and everybody will think the FSB were helping her.
She'll say anything we want her to say afterwards. There'll be no comeback on us.
All right, but it won't be easy. For a start, how do we set the honey trap and get him into a different hotel room?
You heard what he said about the English rose. I think Joe just about falls into that category.
Cheers, Ross.
No worries?
Fine. But we'll also need eyes on the corridor, keeping watch for bodyguards. Worth breaking him in with something simple. Got to learn about multitasking.
Young, scruffy, minimum wage written right across his forehead. Perfect.
Good day.
How are the negotiations?
As well as can be expected. These things always take longer than you think.
I do hope you're not playing games with us, Mr. Yurazov.
Oh, you still don't want to play games. What a shame.
On that subject, there's a young lady across the bar who's making eyes at you.
Not my type.
No?
Sexy blonde in a bar has Moscow all over it.
You think? She's heading for room 627. And I assure you, Mr. Yurazov, the only Russian you'll find in Camilla Hamilton Blythe's DNA is likely to be Romanov and predate 1917. And we like to keep our guests comfortable.
This is, very generous. Thank you. Distanziert.
They're in the room.
Copy that.
Take your dress off. Leave everything else on. Then come here.
What are you doing?
Vivi.
Trap sprung, Alpha 1. As soon as shots are fired, I'll let you know.
Copy that.
What are you doing? Listen, Vivi. Vivi, this is crazy. You can't do this. Vivi, please.
I can't do it.
Okay,
I can kill somebody.
just give it to me, eh?
For your sister.
Miserable horse.
Shots fired, Alpha 1. Send in the clowns.
No. No, please don't.
Something's wrong. Joe's in trouble.
Please.
Oh, no.
More shooting in the room, Alpha 1. Something's wrong.
So we start the rumours that she was almost certainly being manipulated by the FSB.
That's already been put to the Tasbecs.
So they're not blaming us.
Why would they? They knew what Thumper was like when it came to the ladies. He was the one who told the bodyguards to stay downstairs.
Their Prime Minister is now very anxious to sign and get home before he meets a similar fate. Well done, everybody. Looks like we have our deal.
Awful news about the shooting of that chief negotiator by the Tasbec dissident.
We strongly suspect she was being manipulated by the Russians.
Indeed. I'd like to welcome everybody here today. Our own Foreign Secretary would have liked to attend, but has unfortunately been caught up in the latest Middle East